my gosh, I love this show so much. I'm always so excited when it comes back. You guys are fantastic. It's easily one of my favorites, if not my favorite right now.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Awesome.
Of course, of course. Well, I'd love to know. I want to start off with you, Charlotte. What I love about this is that Poppy and Ian are kind of forced to work with themselves this season,
Yes.
which I think is hilarious. But what is it, do you think, about them that makes them such a good team, even though they hate to admit it?
I really think of Poppy and Ian as being creative soulmates. Like, they are meant to be together creatively. It's just that whoever, like, makes those arrangements didn't get the memo about their personalities also needing to fit together. So, after however many years of working together and kind of needing each other, they've found a way to coexist, but I still don't think it's super healthy. But yeah, I think as you see in that episode where Poppy builds AI versions of each of them to work so they can work with themselves, they can't do it alone, they aren't able to build the same level of art without each other.
Absolutely. And David, for you, what do you think it is about the two of them that drives David so crazy?
I mean, they are their own worst enemies. Their egos get in the way, and they're both equally culpable. Although I know Ian takes up a lot of space in the room. Hit the mentor, and the student has surpassed the teacher in a sense. I think David represents that mid-management that has to sort of negotiate art and commerce and these two platforms, and with that, the two egos, the three egos now that come with it, Dana and then Ian and Poppy. But so that's what the fun of season 4 is watching that, but also David getting some of his bearings and getting a few wins along the way.
He does. I know. It's nice because sometimes you just want to give him a hug. I just feel so bad for him. You know what I mean? Like, this poor guy. He's trying his best. He really is.
Yeah.
One thing I do love about season 4 too is there's a lot of talk about work-life balance. That honestly, watching the season, I was like, maybe I need some more work-life balance in my life. Did that happen for either of you, or maybe did you bring anything of your own work-life balance into season 4?
I mean, we're all, in our profession certainly, and I think a lot of professions, that the little line of like the day ends just keeps getting pushed back hour after hour, and next thing you know, you're answering texts at 10 o'clock at night. So it is especially, being a writer, it's hard to shut off, because it's a never-ending job, or there's deadlines. But so I think it is something that we all struggle with, especially when you're passionate about your job and you're making art. It's exciting. It feels like a part of you. It's hard to shut that off. So I think that is something, as the show deals with artistic partnerships and intimate partnerships that aren't just romantic. It felt like an extension of the argument of being able to shut off, the work brain and have a balanced life. And I think COVID certainly, I think, reflected that. Like, when there's too much of one thing, it's good to have a balance.
Absolutely. Charlotte, you have anything to add about work-life balance?
Yeah, I mean, I love that this season sees Poppy in this completely new space, whereas episode 1, we find her with a boyfriend, which was, completely unexpected for me. I never thought that I would see Poppy in a romantic relationship. So I feel like she really is the poster child for that work-life balance thing at the beginning of the season. And then I feel like it all kind of goes off the rails for her a little bit as the season goes on. But it was interesting to explore that with, I feel like she's frequently described as being a workaholic. And it was fun to see what it does to her relationship with her work and with her work partner, Ian, to give her a bit more balance.
Absolutely. I loved all her puns. I was cracking up. They were so good. Were any of those improv, or were they all written?
No, they were all written, but
all
I
of
feel
them
like
were improv.
All of them I made up myself. The writers on this show don't do anything. It's just me.
Well, thank you so much for your time, guys. I really love the show, and I can't wait to see the finale. They only gave us the first 9. It's killing me.
I can't wait for you to see it.
Poppy's got a boyfriend.
Is that why she's been doing all this obnoxious double entendres?
Let's just get started.
I can grind all night.
Okay,